beginning to get him. He ain't worried, cause if they get him, I get him cocked. He know not to with them, they get him hot then. Stay low, finish the work, he get it drop ins. They just wanna be around money, but they are not friends. Until you fall back from them, that's where the plot ends. I've been repping the apple since it was rotten. When you were golden, you can never be forgotten. They gotta ram it, you'll never let the... I can have it in the top 10. A lot of nice, but they're not him. It's really nothing that you can do to stop him. Only God and see, just like rock him. And even took some L's, but he ain't got wins.
1 2 3 Patay ata na.
Season 7 is almost over, so check out the following events. This weekend, Concha Del Mar, the latest specialty appreciation event, highlights shooters. So get out there and show off your range. And in the city, make your way to the rec, because all games played will be worth double.
Let's meet the starting lineup at Happy.
Welcome everyone to NBA. We're just
Thanks a lot, BA.
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff out. So a look at our starters for the Wizards. Kyle Kuzma out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Raul Neto. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Beal in at the 2-guard spot. And for Phoenix, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Yep, count it.
Chris Paul is the master of the pick and roll, understanding how to utilize his teammates to the best of their abilities. There is an absolute certainty that when Chris Paul stops playing basketball, he will be in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Wherever he's been able to play, he has been able to thrive.
Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Beal. That's good from Ayton. On the assist by Bridges.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Beal from outside. Pure three-point range. And with Paul, after some injuries early, he changed how he went about his offense.
Well, you think about him coming out of college, he was very solid athletically. Still good in that department, obviously. But the vast majority of his success comes from one of the best IQs and knowledge of the game that we've ever seen.
Washington's gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Paul. Neto's shot is off. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter here. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Beal outside. And Booker pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. Bridges.
Nice D.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Kuzma. And the Suns will go for a different look here. McGee, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Crowder. Craig is checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's Payne. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's McGee. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Stops.
Hachimura, the pass to Smith. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Hachimura.
This guy is too powerful and likes and relishes the opportunity to play through contact. Rui doing Rui-like things.
Nice play for Porzingis.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game.
Gamay. Gamay na. Oh, yeah po.
Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Pin?
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
The three. The offensive rebound.
Lumos.
McGee's shot is off.
Porzingis.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Hachimura. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there.
A smart defender. Booker can anticipate and uses good balanced movement to get in position.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead, leading by 1. And the second quarter is...
With anything, whether it's...
CP3, never shy, Grant.
Never shy indeed. Always holding himself and his teammates accountable.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court right now for the Wizards. In it forward, it's Brown Jr. and Hachimura.
Nice.
Thomas Sadaransky is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Bryant in it to 5, roaming the paint.
Well, you can see the eagerness to contribute from Rui Hachimura. Finds the open man, willing to facilitate.
And here's Šarić for 3.
Nice.
Rebound Washington.
Dario ang pagbabalik.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter.
Tag.
It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by Paul.
Ay, shot.
Baseline Jay. That one's good.
Nice.
Hachimura on the assist by Beal.
Japanese boy.
1:52 left in the first half. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for teacher time.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Crowder comes in for Šarić. Bridges, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Shaman. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Bryant. Kuzma comes in for Hachimura. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Avdia. And Neto is subbed in for Sadaransky.
Some people don't give Chris
Kyle
Paul enough credit for his
Kuzma.
outstanding shooting. Well, he can knock it down. You can't give him any room. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Booker finds Crowder. Back to Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard. And he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
And the shot
Bradley
goes in.
Beal.
Beal's got 5 now.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And here's Crowder from the arc. It's hauled in by Beal. The Wizards with a lead. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. That shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker, pass to Paul. Takes a 13-footer. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And one.
Phoenix foul. DeAndre Ayton. That's his first personal foul. First team.
Free throw drops for Beal.
We have seen Bradley Beal take on more of a leadership role lately. This guy wants to prove he can put a team on those big-time shoulders of his. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that... Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. And they kept it close, trailing by at the book. That's all for now.
next couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge.
Nice.
Hey, it's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Crowder and Ayton, the big.
Defense lang,
Paul
defense.
and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3, small forward. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Pass to Ayton, out to the right wing.
Matay na. Nice
Paul
Bill, nice
passes to
Bill.
Booker.
Nice day for Singad.
That one's wide left. And the Wizards shooting a solid 47%.
What I admire about Bradley Beal is the steady growth.
Bala,
Not just
baba.
in his overall game, but how he's embraced becoming a leader. He's someone his teammates really look up to.
Lets it go from 11. Paul can't
Nice
get it
D,
to go.
nice rebound. Kyle Kuzma.
Kuzma against Paul. Unloads from 13.
Wala,
It's
baba.
Kuzma with the miss. The Suns trailing. Boy, Beal's rise continues to impress. Every season, Grid, he improves as a scorer, especially.
And the older he gets, the more wisdom he attains. Both on and off the court, his guys expect him to lead the charge. It's something that he takes great pride in.
Oh, it deflects off the backboard.
Well, I guarantee you, this is not what they talked about.
Ay, napalakan pa. Babala, baba.
Looking lost.
The Suns have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half.
Nice D.
Bridges
Matay na.
passes to Ayton.
Out.
Baseline jumper.
Nice D, Bill.
And it's in there. Ayton's got his second basket.
This guy's so effective. DeAndre Ayton will take the mid-range if you concede it.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And the Suns making a change here. Saric checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Hachimura's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Beal outside.
Ay, babala.
Missed by Washington. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half.
Ilog.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And here's Paul. Shot clock at 6.
Nice day for Singad.
And Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because
Bradley
he
Beal.
can send that shot away anytime.
Big time breakout, leaving everyone in the dust.
You love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Pass to Bridges.
Goes dito.
Outside Booker.
Patay
Here's a
na.
3 from Paul. Nails it from 3. Paul's got 7 points.
Chris Paul is an elite shooter. The efficiency is there, especially in the catch-and-shoot game.
Beal against Booker. Beal outside. Beal with another miss. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Wizards out in front. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sport. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable
Dahil
find.
lang.
He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's great.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. So on the floor for the Wizards, we've got
Patay na.
Kyle Kuzma out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
Here's Neto. He's guarded by
Ay,
Bridges.
palakad. Baba.
Kuzma against Crowder. Out left to the wing. Left side Paul. Ayton against Porzingis.
Patay.
Ayton draws the double.
Nice day. Ilog.
to take the lead. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Well, Pope with a drive.
ECP!
And the bucket is good. And the Wizards lead by 1. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Pass to 8. Bridges with it. Fires from the line. Good.
Ay, grabe. Matira ba?
Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
Deal with it. Now guarded by Booker. Oh,
Bakal
and he
dulu.
blocks it
Wah.
off the glass. Wow. 1:19 left in the game. The kick out to Paul. That one is off.
Nice.
And
Eh,
Washington
punal.
the other way now. Inside.
Foul rep.
Ayton with
Ah,
a defensive
baba.
effort. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And he buries it.
It's great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And the Wizards call time here. They're behind by 3. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth
Ya
quarter.
nga to yun, sabi pa ng mga piyaw.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
Incredible. I mean, he found his rhythm out there tonight, and he's really let his offense come to him. He hasn't forced the issue, and because of this, it's allowed him to get into a comfort zone.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Wizards was getting across in the huddle. He was pumping them up, trying to rally them, saying, quote, "This game is ours. Don't back up now. Force mistakes with our defense. Work quickly at the offensive end and just keep attacking." Looking for a late burst, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Good D by Porzingis. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Kuzma finds Beal. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's good.
He's got to embrace the moment and Beal shining brightly.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2.
Well, Devin Booker has proven to be a every spot on the floor, including the free throw line. This guy has become a must-watch. A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Now a timeout called by Washington. They're behind by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Washington has possession. Beal shot is off. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
For your Suns, Chris Paul.
First free.
Shootout Season 7 with Rival Day. Represent your affiliation and become the new champions of the city. That's it for me. I'll see you on the courts.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over.
Good evening.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Brogdon out there with Halliburton. And it's Hield in at the small forward position. One for San Antonio. The 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2 guard. Kicks it out to Johnson. Inside.
I like Pirtle's ability to quickly move to the hoop after the screen. That, again, speaks to his mobility.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Hield outside. Back to Turner. Hield outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from 16.
Nice, Murray.
Murray.
First team all defense.
Murray is tireless on the defensive end, and you don't want this guy guarding you because he's so pesky. What a rejection.
Halliburton with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Warren with the ball.
2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Halliburton outside. This one for 3.
Nice day, Murray.
Rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space. And when Sacramento took Tyrese Halliburton 12th overall in the 2020 draft, they expected him to contribute right away. And Tyrese delivered, winning NBA Rookie of the Month in his first 2 months in the league.
Now here's Hield. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Here's Warren. Count that one.
Well, I tell you what, I love watching Warren match the defense's intensity and still be able to convert. This is a hard-nosed, really good offensive player.
Now here's Pirtle. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Warren. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Murray.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now, here is Halliburton. Here's Brogdon. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Pirtle. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Halliburton with the steal. And it's Hield off the drive. They now take the lead.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Murray with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Vassell. Clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
He had an 84% success rate on his foul shot, so he was a guy they were at the line.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pacers lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and they've got a clear edge and points in the paint.
Nice one.
Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Kelvin Johnson is out there with Josh Richardson. Then it's Collins, and it's Walker in at the point. That's the San Antonio foul.
Johnson, baby.
Johnson gets the bucket. And the NBA shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring. But, Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offense's favor. What do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is as it is right now.
Out to the right wing. 1:49 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Walker with the 3. Guarded by Walker. Indiana moving the ball around. The pass to Stevenson.
Nice D, Collins.
It doesn't go for him. Collins with some nice D. And Walker's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Richardson, the bounce pass. Right side, Collins. The jump hook. The Pacers with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
43 seconds left now here in the second.
Nice deep.
Passes it to be touched. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Primo. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Passed it to Ortega. From past the arc. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pacers. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is for the Pacers. The first quarter was pretty even. They led by 2 after the first. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they're getting almost nothing.
And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And the Pacers with possession here. The lead is 2. And so in the game for the Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Brogdon. And it's Healed in at the small forward. 11 feet away. And that one's good. Brogdon's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
A shot that Brogdon continues to work on. I like whenever he shoots from the mid-range.
McDermott passes to Purtle. Johnson outside. Into the lane. And he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Warren with the ball. And it's
Ay, got an A-log.
Murray outside. Pass to Johnson. Pirtle, high post. Here's Vassell. Shoots over Brogdon, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just evades the pass on that.
It's nice to see when Brogdon doesn't settle for the layup, instead going in there to finish with power.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Murray looking around. Here's Pirtle. Tips it.
Nice, Pirtle.
Puts it back up and in.
Finally, that's one of their first 4 here in the third.
A minute 20 left to play in the third. Brogdon the pass to Turner. And he banks in the lane.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Richardson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Spurs trail by 6. Murray outside. No good on that one. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Warren kicks to Halliburton. Outside Warren. To the middle. Halliburton, that's good. And now an 8-point Pacer lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Wow.
Goes in. Johnson's got 6.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Halliburton passes to Brogdon. And Pirtle pulls it down. And here is Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. The shoot. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, the 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Then there's Murray. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Vassell in at the 2. Turner inside. He's covered by Murray. Shots good by Turner.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Murray. Second chance effort. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Pacers leading by 8. Brogdon looking it over. One minute now into this fourth quarter, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Johnson dishes to Richardson. Murray against Turner. Takes the 13-footer, and it's sent back by Turner. On the wing, Heel. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Murray against Brogdon. With some arc. Doesn't go for him. Stolen by Brogdon. San Antonio with the rebound. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Murray against Turner, looking to get back on track here. That shot misses, and Indiana will come the other way. Halliburton against Murray. Now, here's Halliburton.
Away.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K22.
First off, we need to wish all of the fathers out there happy Father's Day. We're hoping that you are able to take a break today and enjoy some NBA 2K.
You know, Alexis, I'm enjoying NBA 2K, and you'll never guess who I played with.
I'm interested to know. Tell us.
So I hopped in a random party, and it was actually a father-son combo that plays every night, getting W's on the game.
Every night? That's crazy.
Yeah, so once they realized it was me and it was a legit LD2K, not a fraud, don't be frauds out there, we picked up some victories, and I had to invite them on the show.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. A look at the Pelicans starting group. Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Brandon Ingram out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Jones in at the
White
3.
shot.
And for the Timberwolves,
Nice.
D'Angelo Russell is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 spot. And these teams both extremely talented up front. Brent, in your estimation, have the days of the bruising, paint-oriented front court come and gone?
Yeah, I think so, B.A. I think we're looking at the game the way that it should be played. It's a game of movement. It's a game of pace.
Nice
it's a game of spacing. And right now you're looking for guys who have versatility. And I don't know when we're going to go back to that rock'em, sock'em, post-up style play. Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Ingram, pass to Williamson. That one's good.
Zion.
Sweet setup by Ingram.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
It's been fun watching Brandon Ingram's scoring stats climb. He's a guy who can really fill it up, whether he's inside or outside of the arc.
And it's good for 2. First quarter, just over a minute played. McCollum against Russell. McCollum outside. And there's the drive.
CJ.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. You know, Grant, what's really impressive about Ingram's scoring is what he can do on those nights when he just goes off.
Yeah, we've seen some explosive stuff from him on the offensive end from time to time. Now, when he's dialed in, he can absolutely torch you. You just wish he could perform at that level every night. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
McCollum, pass to Williamson. Down low. Here's Ingram, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, the awareness and the natural playmaking ability starting to show up in Zion's play.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Back to Russell. From 12 feet, again the Timberwolves score.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
And here's Jones. Now here's McCollum. Oh, the teardrop.
CJ Swish.
McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Russell against Williamson. Now Russell up and over McCollum. Offensive rebound. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Tie game in Minnesota. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Okay, on the court right now. Second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Hayes, Devontae Graham out there with Larry Nance. And it's Marshall in at the 3. Beasley against Graham. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Some changes for Minnesota. Vanderbilt's checked in for Brents. McDaniels comes in for Okogie. And it's Beverly in for Noel. And here's Minnesota now. Beverly outside. Towns finds Beverly. Back to Towns. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Williamson with it. Working on Vanderbilt. They get the rebound. Now in Tunis. Good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now here's Beasley. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Towns. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
New Orleans calls timeout. For Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Vanderbilt. Edwards comes in for McDaniels. And Russell is subbed in for Beasley. Ingram's checked in for the Pelicans. CJ McCollum comes in for Graham. Here's Williamson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, after going first to nobody's surprise in June 2019, Zion Williamson had to wait a little bit before he got his first NBA game, suffering that knee injury in the preseason. And that debut came in January the 22nd of 2020.
Russell to pass to Beverly. Here's Reed.
Nice.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. A step back shot.
Nice D. Worky boy.
No good off the back of the rim. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. McCollum, pass to Ingram. Valanciunas against Towns. Here's McCollum. Oh, and Lee with a block. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell, that's good. Russell's got 6.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Here's McCollum. The 3 is up. That won't go either for McCollum. And we're through the first half of play here in what's
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The period wrapped up with the team.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Karl Anthony Towns.
Nice
then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Edwards.
Go.
And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Back to Ingram. Slam dunk by Ingram.
I know CJ plays in the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
McCollum against Russell.
Nice. Nice design.
Pelicans pull it in.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
CJ McCollum continuing to be one of the most elite mid-range and creative scorers, around 15 feet.
Shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8.
Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
And for McCollum, taking more threes might be good for his longevity as well, Brent.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. He's such a gifted shooter, and there are ways to get him out to the three-point line where he's standing and gets in a great rhythm. I think you're going to see CJ raise that percentage.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Towns against Ingram. Beverly outside.
Nice Zion.
No good from outside.
Nice D.
The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Williamson. That shot off the mark. Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards.
Nice D, Jones.
Jones with the block. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Some changes for Minnesota. McDaniels is checked in for Vanderbilt, and Beasley has subbed in for Beverly.
His touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
McCollum, pass to Nance. Ingram with the ball. Pass to McCollum. Nance in the post. He's guarded by Beasley. And Nance gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
Used to getting pushed around a little bit, Larry Nance Jr. does a nice job of finding enough room to score.
Here's Towns. Here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Nance. It's Edwards on the wing.
Nice D.
Oh, Brandon
Nice
Ingram
D.
is so long. That's what we could say to the ball. So long.
Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. C.J. McCollum is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. Ingram finds Williamson. Hammers the lob through.
Other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. And he's now 6 for 11 for that one.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final.
Shot's good.
And the ball handling right there of McCollum, he's able to get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
The Timberwolves trail. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books.
Nice D.
Russell, double team. Pass to Towns. Goes back up.
Nice desire.
Goes up again.
Nice D, Yapon, Valanciunas.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number. And it's Williamson penetrating. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Edwards.
Yeah, what's good?
Russell making the play. Edwards got his first bucket in this one. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're down by 1. We've got 1:28 left to play in the 4th quarter. Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
He scored over 50% of his team points. So, yeah, it's obvious that he's the pick. The defense has tried to slow him down, but nothing has worked. He has just owned them tonight. This type of dominant performance is going to be talked about.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach address his team. As we head down the stretch, he said to his team, quote, "We can win this. I believe in you guys, but we have to make some plays because we know they're going to." Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. The shot by Ingram, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Beverly, the pass to Russell.
Ay, grabe. Grabe ka, Russell.
What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's McCollum. And again, New Orleans, no good. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Beverly, the pass to Russell. Double team on Russell. Valanciunas against Towns. Beverly for 3. Williams grabs the board.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And they foul intentionally. Now, they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And Minnesota calls time here. They lead by 3. 5 ticks left in the 4th. Revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And that's an intentional foul.
Shoot 2.
On the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
I think a lot of people are surprised that D'Angelo Russell has been able to
Today, I want to welcome a special father-son duo to the show, Trey and Problem. So I want to start with Pops first, because you told me you've been playing the game since the original NBA 2K, right?
For sure.
So what was your first memories of 2K? What made you fall in love with it?
The realism of the game, the players actually live the real.
Did your dad teach you the ropes to jump into 2K, or how did that begin for you as a fan?
Yeah, my dad always played 2K. I was always outside playing.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Rockets already with their game faces on as they get off the bus. Got to be geared up for these road games. A view of I-40 in Chesapeake. And we've got time for a quick pregame.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin.
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game.
Go, OKC.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Jayshawn Tate out there with Gordon. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. And for Oklahoma City, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Favors is out there with Lou Dort.
Sorry, baby.
Paisley in at the power forward. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement.
Look, nice dig, BD, baby. BD boy.
Go to work.
And he drives in.
BD boy.
That's not what they want to guard him. The size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Gordon against Dort.
Dort, baby.
Offensive
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Giddey.
Giddey
Rockets
boy,
brought in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
To the inside. The kick out to Porter. A minute 50 left in the first. 5 on the clock. Green bounce pass.
Nice D, Dart.
And here's Gordon from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still
Wow.
trying to find its way.
Paisley lays it up and takes it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Here's Şengün. Up top, Tate. Down low. Şengün with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. You got to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Baisley. That's it.
Baisley.
He's got 2 made now. And he's shooting 2 for 3.
You know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
And when he's this active early, it's a sign this could be one of those big games for him.
Now here's Porter. Outside, Green. Buries the long-range jumper.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Here is Favors. Gilgeous Alexander with it. Now guarded by Porter. Now Tate. Here's Gordon.
Nice D.
And the rejection by Favors. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder out in front.
Oh, Lord.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade,
Nice
all
D.
filled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineup.
Robinson,
Taking a look at the Rockets. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Wall. And it's Martin in at the 4. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
For your Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Schroeder passes to Martin.
Nice D.
Here's Şengün.
Thunder foul. That's his first personal foul. First 2 foul.
Outside, Wall.
Tara ko nga, Pomski.
Outside, Matthews.
Nice D. Matay na. Nice D, nice D.
No good. That would have tied it. The Thunder leading by 3. Akusevsky, the pass to Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shy baby. Shy me baby one more time.
Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the 2-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Now here's Schroeder. Not a lot of room. Over in the corner, Matthews.
Nice D, Pomski.
As it goes. 1:41 left in the first half. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Houston with a big group substitution here. Here's Gilgeous.
Shy me baby one more time.
Uses the glass on the lane. And that's now 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Rockets trail by 5. Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
Most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Favors, slam boy.
Possession. And that one's hit by Favors. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Gordon.
Nicely Dort. Nicely Dort.
They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Şengün. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Christopher.
Christopher De Leon. ISO pa. ISO.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Sure ba?
Now the pass to Tate.
Nahirap po gumpos.
Christopher.
Oo, siya kalusot sa kay Dort ba? Grabe, tawanan eh. Kaso kay kumpiyansa sa sarili. Kaso rin magkumpiyansa sa Lonsay. Shy baby. Shy baby. Shy baby one more time.
They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to. And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. Looking at the Thunder. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They're running some great offense right now. Working the ball in good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
And, Kenny, what do you have to say? That's all for now.
Puso wala na yung puso na. Shy na. Idol na ko na.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we appreciate a call.
They've got favors. Gilgeous Alexander out there with Lou George. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard.
Baslig.
Matthew Mark Daigneault starts the second half.
Baslig na, Baslig.
We've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Şengün passes to Tate. Kicks it to Gordon.
Nicely, Dort. Lima, Dort.
It to Green.
Nicely, Giddey.
16, it's deflected. Dort against Gordon. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porter finds Green.
Nice day. Ilo.
It's
wow, what a D, Baslig.
Paisley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 90 seconds now into the second half. Şengün with the rebound. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They trail by 9 points. And then Gordon with the dunk.
That first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Obi, he's checked in for Derek Favors. John Wall's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Paisley. Tate covering. Paisley passes to Dort. That one doesn't drop. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Green. And it's good. 2 points. Green's got 5 now.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's Giddey. Guarded by Porter. Pass to Roby. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball with the steal. Shoots over Gilgeous Alexander. And it's blocked by Gilgeous Alexander. 32 seconds left in the third. Now, here's George. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A three ball. No good that time. Gets trailed by 3. Tate kicks to Wall.
Nice, Didor.
That shot was off. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get... We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Thunder leading by 3. So on the floor for Houston. Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Sengun in at center.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And so here is Houston. Outside Gordon.
Below.
Outside Green.
Look.
The kick out to Porter. Lock at 6.
Nice Desai.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Green dishes to Gordon. He takes it in.
Nice D, Basley.
He shoot again.
Nice D, nice D.
No good.
Basley, 30s.
By 5. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Baisley.
Oklahoma City foul. That's his second personal.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 5. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's Stephen Silas's message for his team during the last break. We told him, look guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move?
Nice Didor.
They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. It's stolen by Tate. Gordon with it. Jordan covering. Right side, Gordon. Takes the
nice D, Basley.
It's tipped.
Big Gordon. Sana ka?
Here's Tate.
Ayaw, kita ng champa niya. Mapit pa.
Jordan passes to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Para, atag daw, B. Ano? E.
102 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Shot na.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's up
Shy me, baby, one more time.
He can't get that one. And it's Houston the other way. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his Marcus is a practice scorer. As he knows how to create opportunities all around.
He's off on the first one.
Airball. Patay ina.
He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And so it's Oklahoma City with this foul. Their biggest lead of the game was foul. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. pass to Giddy.
Giddy, baby.
And the Thunder lead by 6.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a two-possession game. That means you have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, he's always going to be a main scorer for them, and tonight they really let him loose. Almost half their points have come through him, and we're so used to seeing him have nights like this that we almost take it for granted.
And an intentional foul right there.
13 foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City, Darius.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here is Porter. Gordon outside. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Outside, George. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
I'm the really damaged. I came out and made the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name a who got a better flow, cause she can hang it up just like a telephone. Sneaking out, put the party on. 10K to let it come see it. Friends that me, I'll make it come treat it. Then make it come. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best. And I got it on my own. Steady, bitch, get a toe. Get my way up, get on go. I'm the best. Did you go? If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the cold. Get my way up.
Iwan na naman.
who's the better trash talker? Because that's a big part of the psychology that goes into competing in 2K, as you both know.
I ain't gonna lie, I think he is. Johnson was trash. Like a silent killer. Oh, silent killer.
Now, one thing I love about 2K is you both live in separate states, so you can't physically see each other, but you can spend time bonding over the game.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Chase Tower, the tallest built. Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. Trey Lyles is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's TJ Warren, and it's Hield in at the 3.
Well, certainly not the best defensive
effort,
but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
You know, Grant, court is a familiar place for Malcolm Brogdon's family. It's just Malcolm's involves the ball instead of a gavel.
Yeah, his father, Mitchell, is a lawyer and a mediator. Brothers Gino and John are also both in law.
Nice, Paksiwan. Paksiwan yan, pre.
He did earn a master's degree.
Paksiwan yan. Pero atag daw sa Bunis,
Now here's Fox. To the paint.
Straight lines, baby.
Off a beautiful setup.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum. What a great sequence for this
And it's Brogdon missing.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And there's Fox on the assist by
and setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the basket by Halliburton.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
1:27 left in the first.
Bonus, baby.
Mitchell
misses.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Outside Warren.
Nice, D.
And got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know TJ Warren's
Golden
accuracy is truly remarkable. Here's a guy who can really hit from anywhere. And even more than that, do it efficiently.
You know, Grant, looking at Warren's precision shooting, he's used it to pull off some pretty staggering scoring performances.
Yeah, a few guys have had over 50 points in a single game before. When he gets in the zone, Warren can have a huge impact. But you know, it's the result of a ton of hard work developing that solid shooting.
Now here's Halliburton. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Halliburton
Paksiwan na. Ay, ka.
Nice D.
Walang manikas.
2 of 4 so far.
Patay ta.
Outside Brogdon.
Nice D sa Bunis.
Kept alive by Indiana. Here's Turner. Softly drops in the floater.
You love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
Now here's Fox. Six to shoot. They need this.
Well, this is great defense from Miles Turner. High activity level, doesn't give up anything easy.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Pacers out in front, leading by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got Rashawn Holmes, Terrence Davis out there with De'Aaron Fox, Then there's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Harkless in at the 4. Pass to Stevenson.
Ilog.
Over Lamb.
Nice, Lamb.
And the shot falls short that
my
time.
life.
The Kings trailing. You know, Doris, Jeremy Lamb has developed some really impressive accuracy. Even at deep range.
Right, he certainly has. His confidence from way out there at three-point land is really something. Even under pressure, he's proven he can deliver from the arc. Sometimes those are the shots that decide the outcome of the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside Davis. Pass to Holmes. Here's Fox. Pacers with a rebound.
Oh boy, the spin move's tough to defend, but it's also difficult to stay in control on the release.
Stevenson, no
nice
good. The Kings have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Batadze. A minute 9 left to play in the first half. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 5.
That decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
And the Kings call time here.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
A new lineup here for Indiana. And a new group getting ready for the Kings. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Harkless. Barnes comes in for Lamb. Holiday's checked in for Davis. And Mitchell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Pass to Sabonis. To the inside. Second chance shot. Banked it in off the glass. Sabonis has got his first basket.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
Nicely, Holiday.
It's rebounded by Sabonis. The Kings have got 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell finds Holiday. Up top, Sabonis. Pass to Barnes. Off target with the 3. He got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Journey Johnson. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. And they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers? And that's a wrap.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game.
Nice.
These guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
Miles Turner out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Hield in at the 3. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half. Outside Brogdon.
Lima na. Lima Holiday. Nice D.
Not going to go that time.
Lima Mitchell.
So Sacramento will take it the other way. Fox finds Barnes. Back to Fox.
And
here's Mitchell. Outside Barnes. Pass to Sabonis. Inside. This for the tie. It's tipped.
Dito ba?
Healed against Mitchell. And it's Healed missing.
Lima
Well, the
Mitchell.
Kings shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. You know, when Buddy Hield came into the league, he joined a select list of current and former NBA players that hail from the Bahamas. It's not a long list.
In one.
It's longer than you might think.
And what's incredible is Buddy did a fantastic job for the relief effort in the Bahamas after the devastating hurricane in 2017. His work to raise funds and resources for the people who were affected was so important to that entire nation.
Holiday's checked in for the Kings.
You know what? There seems to me to be an infectious energy when we're talking about Domantas Sabonis. This is a big man with a great future in the NBA.
Brogdon, the pass to Turner.
Nice D.
Rebounded by Fox.
Well, an over 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
That gives him the lead. Fox has got 6 points.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double-clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Pass to Brogdon.
Lima po na. Nice D.
That one a little long. The Kings leading. Fox outside. Outside Barnes. Back to Fox. Healed against Holiday. The 3-ball. The shot will fall. For Indiana, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Healed against Barnes.
Matay ka. Ay, bigla nila yun.
Heald drives in. Uses the glass on the layup. Heald's got his first points in this one.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Pass to Barnes. Layup is good.
Barnes.
And the Kings lead by 2.
Defense na
That's a terrific job by Barnes. In full attack mode, dominating that area of the paint. Go to work, Harrison.
Reload.
And here's
Matay na.
The 3 is
nice
up.
D, Sabonis.
Off on that one. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Kings ahead, up 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Sacramento, we got Trey Lyles. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward.
Wala lang. Mitchell.
Turner's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Down low, Sabonis. That one no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Indiana trailing here. Brogdon from outside. Rebounded by Lyles.
Nice rebound.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And of course, that one was just crazy.
No good. And the Pacers shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Here's Hield. Count the basket.
And look at the balance from Buddy Hield. Not everyone can stay composed through contact.
Halliburton against Fox. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And that was the right decision.
Pizza, the pizza.
Bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
From 13. Another shot. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that one. And there's the call. Sacramento with the foul.
Well, that's Miles Turner to draw that foul to me is about him carving space on the interior. Really well done.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
The Kings have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And he's going for the lob.
Wow! Pinsa daw tabi. Pinsa daw ta. One stop lang. One stop. One stop ta. One stop nice D. Rebound, good.
For Sacramento, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Mitchell drives in. Healed with the defensive effort. It's Indiana's ball. Here's Warren. Goes to the first layup.
TJ Warren under duress.
Pagara.
Halliburton throws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws right there.
Stop lang,
He's able to put them on top with those makes.
Stop lang, nice D. Nice D.
Brogdon against Mitchell.
Nice D.
Outside for Halliburton.
Nice D, Sabonis. Nice D, Sabonis. Rebound.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Fox finds Barnes. Pass to Sabonis. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Fox.
What a play.
Stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You've got guys who relish the moment.
Indiana calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth. And now we present our new balanced player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
Oh my, I mean, he won in a landslide. He's got more points than the rest of the team combined. It's been by design. I mean, he's been the focal point of their offense from the very start. Once the points started flowing, his teammates were more than happy to keep feeding.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He wants them to up their intensity. He said, quote, "We're lax in too many areas. If we can muster a consistent effort, we have a chance to capture the lead and never look back." Guys, he sounds very confident playing from behind.
As always, Allie, we thank you. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Brogdon missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Team foul. At the line for the Kings, Domantas Sabonis. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Lets a floater go, and it's Brogdon missing. And now they just...
Greg, both teams love to push the ball off the floor, even off a made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Harrison Barnes is out there with Lyles. And it's Mitchell. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Sabonis in at the center. Now Hield. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. He gets that one.
Hey, TJ Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
And here is Fox.
In one, Foxy one.
And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, I like the way Fox uses his wiry frame there. I mean, even when he's getting knocked around and jostled about, he maintains control and still gets the job done.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
Free throw good, Fox. You know, Greg, thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him, we know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. Nice. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
Brogdon so strong and so composed. does an excellent job of playing through physical defense.
Mitchell passes to Sabonis. Kicks it to Fox.
Paksiwan! Ang bilis naman.
Fox has got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide.
This early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
First team foul.
Left to play in the first. Warren the pass to Heel. Back to Warren.
Nice.
Shot clock at 6.
Nice Sabonis.
Going inside.
Nice D.
Capable of guarding multiple positions, his lateral quickness allows him to guard both the post and perimeter well.
Mitchell against Brogdon. They get it back.
Sabonis.
Good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Fox against Halliburton.
Fox.
To the inside. Here's Turner. That ball. Nice beat that time from Halliburton.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Now, here's Sabonis. Kings moving the ball around. Fox, no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
Right side, Warren. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Down low. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Now Fox. He's got 5. And it's sent back by Turner. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Pacers up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
We've got Lance Stevenson.
Nice.
And it's beat
Nice
in
Davao.
at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Outside, Lamb. Here's Holmes. For the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Brissett. Passes it towards A.
Nice D. Nice to Holmes. Nalok.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Heartless, baby.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Sabonis, he's checked in for Rashawn. Trey Lyles comes in for Maurice Harkless. Harrison Barnes is checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Mitchell in for Davis.
I think a lot of people expected great things.
Nice. Paksiwan na yan.
His father was the stuff of
legends.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. His dad, Arvydas Sabonis, is one of Europe's all-time basketball greats.
Nicely lines. We showed.
That legacy, as far as I see it, I mean, he's a star in his own right with multiple All-Star selections to his name and perhaps a few more in his future.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings currently have the league's longest playoff drought. De'Aaron Fox was 8 years old the last time they made the postseason. He says this is the most passionate fan base. So let's be special and dig out of this hole. As competitors, we want to win right now, but we know that we're building something. Kevin?
Well, they've got the right attitude and close to a breakthrough, many people think. David, thanks. And so here's Sacramento. The Pacers making the shot. Fox, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down.
Sacramento again missing. Pass to Warren over Barnes. On the shot by Warren, no good. Barnes left side. Tries again. And it's good. Hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off inside.
Yeah, and at this...
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings lead by...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson, a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period as it... And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship.
On the floor for Sacramento, they've got Mitchell. Sabonis is out there with Trey Lyons. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Fox in at the 1.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability, but everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
Driving inside. Shoots a fader. It's deflected.
Warren's not having any of that. Get it out of here. Fierce competitor on defense.
4 on the clock.
Maxi wala. Ang bilis.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
It just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Sabonis.
Sabonis with the block.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing, partner. Their last 10 points.
You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Minsan na lang magsaligan sa Mitchell.
Athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Up top, Fox. He's covered by Halliburton. Takes the 13-footer, and they
John Holmes.
That one goes. Counted.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low. in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Warren, the pass to Brogdon. Loads it up for Halliburton. Trying to stuff the alley-oop.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Paksiwa na. Ang bilis.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Warren. To the wing right side. Here's Duarte, guarded by Holmes. Shot's good by Turner.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolled into the basket.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Indiana out in front. They're up by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy with that vision, I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter. What is still
Paksiwa na. Ang galing naman.
Turner at the 4 and 5.
Dipinsa ta, dipinsa.
Halliburton is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Heald in at the 3 spot. That's the Pacers 5. Halliburton kicks to Brogdon. They kick out to Heald. Warren trying to break loose. And Heald gets it to go on the assist from Brogdon.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Halliburton against Fox. Mitchell right side. Barnes outside. And there's the pass to Mitchell. From deep 3-point range. No good there. And Indiana will go the other way with it. The elbow. And it's Warren with the jam.
Cutting into that. Well within striking distance.
More time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Fox passes to Sabonis.
Boy, big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
Here's Fox. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Warren trying to break loose. That's good.
Great job of screening. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside, Fox. .114 left in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by Turner. Isles passes to Mitchell. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Tries it again. It's not going to go. Good work defensively by Turner. There's Brogdon. Sacramento will go the other way with it. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Brogdon against Mitchell. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Timeout called by the Kings. They're down by 3. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss
Siwan.
some of the time. That's not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. We know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thanks, David.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The event, guys.
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. Fox goes in, and it's sent back by Turner. The 3 from Barnes. Can't knock in the 3. From deep. No good from three-point territory. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Keller, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.